2.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Game 2.
Oh, you do the intro. Go for it.
Game 2 loading in. Evelynn Child Support versus... Oh, sorry. I accidentally alt-tabbed. Evelynn Child Support versus Feel the Vibe. We have Feel the Vibe on your blue side this time instead of red/purple. We have Nidoray Man on Lulu. Championship ribbons going to be played by Cam's Tigator. We have Half-Hearted playing Swain. Dynov playing Jarvan the Fourth. Armor playing Augmented Singed. I am half of your casting awesomeness tonight. And the other half of that awesomeness is...
Gander of the gaming clan, Vato clan. And this is game 2 of the finals of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion tournament number 42. And Evelynn Child Support, this team down here on the bottom, they are up 1-0 in the series. They just need one more to take it home, and then that will bring them at 10 weeks of undefeated in matches. That's completely insane. Their team consists of Infeed playing as Huge Axe, Captain Booberry playing as 9-year-old, Confidarius playing as a misspelling of Franker Z, Painkiller playing as a technical error, and Buddha Rice playing as someone wondering why there's been 5 out of 5 technical errors for this tournament. 5 games in a row, man.
I did see that one coming. Half-Hearted was like, just warning everybody, there's going to be a pause because Cam's Tiger DC'd. But he's back, so we're just going to have to hang out. It looks like it was only a minute or so.
Okay, cool.
So we'll get back in here. Nobody has any time to buy items or do anything.
I know,
we have enough time
pause. That's pretty intense that someone loaded in that early. And to do the real read, Infeed is playing as Darius, Captain Booberry is playing as Annie, Confidarius is playing as Zed. Bottom lane Zed from Confidarius is something that I don't see too often. You just see Dynov doing some bottom lane Zed, so this will be interesting for me. Painkiller playing as Elise, and he plays a great Elise. And Buddha Rice playing Lee Sin. Rounds it out.
Yeah, they decided not to go with an AD carry this game. That's one thing I noticed that they typically do, and it looks like if they can't get Ezreal, they're just not going to play with an AD carry. So neither team going to have a lot of ranged. Pretty much the only range they're going to have is Elise is half ranged when she's not a spider. Annie has a decent amount of range, and Lulu also has a decent amount of range. Swain, I almost feel like he has range, but for him to be really effective, he needs to toss the range out the window. Use his bind, which is Nether Move. I almost said Nethermore. Nevermore. Yes.
It's supposed to be Nevermore, but I don't know, maybe it's licensed.
They're playing off the
There's
word.
So many cute in-jokes. If you read through all the skills and abilities and items, there's so many cool in-references. Riot's a self-aware company. They know what's going on. It's so awesome.
Yes, but I feel like he has to trash his range to be effective. He needs to get in there. He needs to be slowing somebody, put his extra damage bird dot on them, and rooting them so that he can just stand next to them and let his crows do the work.
Just gotta give him the birds. I really like players that make use of Swain's auto attack, or just anyone that makes use of their AP character's auto attack. It's something you don't see a lot in games, and that's one of the things that separates from a good player from a great player. Is if you are Swain, throw down that auto attack. You know, you could get a little bit of a combo going. You know, you can AA and throw down the dot. Just mix in those auto attacks. You can use those as poke. If you know the enemy champion's ranges well enough, figure out when it's safe to poke and just start throwing those AAs in, man. Especially on a champion like Swain and like Lux. There are other very specific characters that have a significant benefit to throwing down auto attacks. Swain gets a damage bonus to everything that he does when he has that dot on someone, so why not throw a little bit of an AA down? Lux has that little light thing that you can proc, so if someone's got that on them, pop that. Get that extra DPS in there, okay? Cat doesn't really apply to Cat, unfortunately, because he's melee, So if you're a ranged champ and you're an AP, throw it down. Get that extra hit in. Interrupt that tower.
We are into the game now. We see 2 Grave Spectral Lanterns coming out from Pay's Evelynn Child Support. 1 on Zed and 1 on Lee Sin. We're going to get the overlay up, switched for you right as soon as it's clicked, which goes without saying. But it looks like we're going to have Buddha Rice on Lee Sin go down bottom and not Confidarius. And they're going to be versus Armor on Singed or Cam's Tiger. They're both kind of hanging out to get down to the bottom side. I doubt they'll go 3 top, 2 bottom, but we'll see how this goes right here. And yes, the Riven is turning around. Tiger is going up top. Singe will be down bottom. Burst the Lee Sin. The Zed without boots and the Riven are going to stop and grab those points. Everybody on Field of Vibe is rocking boots with a Prospect Desire except for Singed. He's going right for that Catalyst. We're sure going to be rotated. Infeed going in there, grabbing Nidoray Man. A good stun and a half-hearted. Didn't land on Nidoray Man. J4 coming in. A good fight starting off here. Exhaust on a Painkiller. Will repel up into the air. Annie doing additional damage. Dynov getting very low here. Infeed trying to get what he needs. Comfort is picking up that kill there. Now that it's 4v4. Infeed going to go down. No! They got the Riven before Infeed could go down. Nidoray Man trying to kite as best as she can on that Lulu, but not able to do what's needed. Nidoray Man dying to the Annie there. Annie now out of mana as they started to cap this point and stopped to hopefully get a couple of these kills. The Revive coming out. Dynav's going to stop the cap there. Missing the J4 knocker, but will get the kill onto Gareth anyways. Repel buying some time from Painkillers here as Comfort will get a little bit more of that cap. Going down a little, half-hearted. Kind of low here, but Tiger once again out of mana and unable to do anything after revives. Played for the win here, and a lot of revives not being used on Evelynn Child Support. They actually saved the Zed and Annie revive and only used 2 of them, one on Darius and one on the Elise.
And Painkiller hanging out right there by the enemy base there, and he's scouting out, and he's seeing Dynov's breaking off and going down towards the bottom. I don't know if that scout was there just for that, or if he just wants to get a count on items or people or something else like that. It's kind of a really interesting play there in the middle of the map. We'll have to see what's up with that. Zed in the middle trying to get the thing, but instead he gets the birds a little bit. Oh, dashes away, gets airborne by Dynov, though. Comfort takes a ton of damage. Now, Elise coming around from the back, though. But this is a little bit late on in the fight. Infeed's looking a little bit low on health, though, and they're just kind of mobbing on over towards the drill right now. They never move off on Annie right there, and she gets killed. Now, Infeed's hanging back. Confidar at full health. He has to try and defend this tower. Things going off to a really good start for Field of Vibe right now in this game. Half-Hard getting chased away by Painkiller right there, but he's got that Relic and a little bit of DPS from the Ravenous Flock there to heal him up. Just a tad down in the bottom. Blue Rice Armor having this disagreement in the middle of the map there. Dynov dashes through, gets an airborne off on Painkiller, and looks like Painkiller's going to go down again. And Infeed might be soon to follow as well, it looks like. Or, nope! Dunk time.
Yeah, that was a very good job. He stacked with the full bleed, gets the dunk. Cam's Tiger going to close the gap here. Captain Blueberry going to try to get the damage onto Cam's Tiger here. Doing a very good job utilizing the stun and should be able to catch this Riven if she can get one more stun here. She does have to wait a little bit for cooldowns, and the gap has been extended, so Cam's Tiger is going to go away and has help from Nidoray Man on Lulu. So not much she's going to be able to do on that Annie except for push these minions up, as all of Evelynn Child Support is now rezzing up. And this is kind of how last game went. The Windmill went to the Field of Vibe early. They kept it for a very long time, and then Evelynn Child Support kind of came back. Armor looking for a toss on a Buddha Rice, unable to get it. The point is neutral down there. It's a 3-1 cap right now. A good never move from onto Infeed there, and Armor just kind of tossing him and holding up this point for a little while here. A great job with the Apprehend. The damage coming down from Buddha Rice as well, but Swain did not go back. He grabbed the health relic. Going to come back into this 2v2. Buddha Rice going to go down the last auto attack, but it was a 2-for-1 trade as Infeed gets him. Meanwhile, up top, a 2 versus 3 as Camp Tiger, the first target here, taking a lot of damage. Demacia coming down, trying to get out of it and leave them in there, but unable to protect this even with the defensive garrison. And Evelynn Child Support will come ahead with a 3-2 cap right now.
And everyone on the team dead for a moment there. It gives Evelynn Child Support a moment to just kind of stop and get things going, and they did secure the quest objective up there at the top of the map, so they're going to have that rolling for them for a little bit, and that should help them with the defense of whatever is going to happen next. Swain down here, he's going to pick up that Storm Shield, and Armor and Buddha Rice down the bottom lane. Armor just kind of doing the Singe thing with the poison, throwing Buddha Rice a little bit there, and in the last engagement, you saw Swain with that AA, picking up that last hit. Use those AAs, man. They're so useful. Now there's 2 lanterns on Paisley and Child Support side, but none of them saw what was going on right there, and everything bad happens to Paisley and Child Support at once. However, Annie remembered that she could do damage, and that was a reverse triple kill.
Oh, the anti-nukes showing the power right there. Tibbers coming down, the Incinerate coming across, the entire team, and changing that fight in an instant. A very good Tibbers right there. But meanwhile, Armor down bottom gets the best of Lee Sin. He did use an Insanity Potion and pretty much everything available to him, and got the Lee Sin down, forcing Zed to come down and defend this turret down bottom. But man, that anti-damage coming out. He's going to give them the 3-cap and secure it. Sorry, secure the 3-cap because they already had it. And we'll see if they can do a better job at catching somebody out this time and not clumping up for that anti-damage.
Yeah, that Tibbers was completely out of control right there. And that would have, that turnaround, man, that kept things from getting bad for them. And Infeed, though, getting caught out is not something you want to have happen right there. And Captain Blueberry looking for a little bit of damage again there. Painkiller retreating, Confidars contributing to that fight as well a little bit, but it's mostly just a lot of back and forth perk. No big engage yet so far. We will see how things go, however. And Dynov going through the wall right there. Captain Blueberry, they're sticking to him pretty well, and it looks like they are finally able to get him down. But Half-Heart goes down the exchange. There is the... Nope! Zed doesn't believe in walls, neither does Elise. They just leave.
Yeah, they both left over perfectly right there. They're not going to be able to get this cap off. I don't think they have enough damage. Painkiller, though, is going to go down. Confidarius getting slowed there. Dynov did not have the follow-up airborne. He's going to get knocked off the point one more time. Leader Man taking those power hits for free, but man, Pix doing a little bit of work there, getting that double kill for the Lulu, as Swain switches down bottom because Singe couldn't hack it down there. Could not hack it. Half-Hearted doing a good job, though, versus Buddha Rice, not having any problem going 1v1 as long as he's still got mana. And another fight, the neutralized point from Singe onto the drill, and he's got to start running away here because here comes Confidarius with the easy kill secured right there as they take back the drill, and it's still a 3-for-2 in the favor of Field of Vibe right now.
Buddha Rice having to leave the lane for a second. Looks like he's just going to grab the Scream Speed, try and turn around. I thought maybe he was going to go somewhere else. Everyone's sending on Elise right now. Camstigator comes in, but not able to get close enough to connect with the stun. Unfortunately, Zed putting out some damage, but good avoid there by everyone. Netherman though takes damage from Elise in the air. Comes back down. Now Infeed kind of just barged in here, and oh, that flash grab on Dynov, but nope. He gets right on out there with a dash of his own, completely countering that summon spell. Using one of the abilities in his kit, but he still gets caught out, unfortunately, and now Camstigator and Netherman are on their way out. But since Paisley and Child Support have sort of wedged into where they're at, they threaten the windmill, which forces them to come back out off the point that they had just retreated to have to do something about it, which means they're lower health and lower mana now that this fight has started there. They get Infeed down first, which means we're not going to see a Darius dunk chain going on right now, unfortunately. The repel saves at least for only a moment before she comes right on down, and Lulu actually picks up a double kill there. And now it looks like Half-Heart Cat Blueberry up at the top, and things are going to be okay. In the bottom, the point has gotten neutraled, stopping the clock, and Buddha Rice looks like he's going to go for that. Armor does have the revive. He is going to hit that button, get right back on the field immediately, head straight down there, and going to interrupt that? Yeah. He's got it taken care of. So the clock is stopped right now. They're going to reclaim that, though. Things are going to be okay. Blueberry up at the top, though, is going to get a case of the deceased and a free trip back to the summoner platform, as Singe is once again chased out of the lane by Armored Singe.
Yeah, Armor on Singe doing a very good job at being everywhere at once. He was able to cap the drill. It looks like Confidar is trying to get up onto Dynov here. He will get away. And he's still dead. I don't think they want to go for a full team fight, but if they can catch somebody, they will take him out. Singe looking to try to neutralize this point down here, but Buddha Rice popping back up. Sorry, he didn't use Revive. And Armor not really caring. Not worrying about the 1v1 versus Buddha Rice right now. Dodging the skill shots. Meanwhile, up top, Infeed getting chunked down. You know that Storm Shield as Half-Heart comes in. The crows are coming. The ribbon up there and a pause right before Infeed goes down. And I'm not sure why this pause came out. Let me check chat to see if they said why. Doesn't say exactly why. But it looks like Infeed yelled lag, and he is the one that is about to be dead in the middle of Half-Hearted, Cam's Tiger, and Dynov here.
Well, when you DC, you start running back.
Oh,
because I feel like he wanted to go in for Dynov, because Dynov had 4 stacks of the bleed on him. And I'm like, why did you break off? You had 2 people right there. I figured he was going to walk onto the tower to tap Dynov again for the 5th hit, and then give him the Noxian Guillotine there. But instead, he did not.
So. Yeah, he said lag in chat, which is why I didn't think it was a DC. It was just a lag spike for him. Painkiller trying to run away from the Lulu right here, but the Lulu kite too strong. And Captain Blueberry getting knocked up from Dynov. The Wild Growth providing some CC there. Confidarius jumping on a Half-Hearted with the ultimate. Not able to get quite enough damage. He does. The last W picking up a double kill. Going for the triple on Nidoray Man. Does not get it. Cam's Tiger able to neutralize that point. Trying to cap it for him, but Infeed's here to defend it. Does not get the quest there. A shutdown on Zed after the triple kill. But a good play by Feel the Vibe here, because they're holding the 3 cap and they're actually putting pressure onto the 4 cap at the moment.
And Dynov using the revive, getting back down to that bottom before Buddha Rice can do anything about it. It's going to help preserve that lead they have a little bit. Now, things might seem a little bad for Payzone and Child Support right now. If you're looking at it, you're probably like, whoa, hey, this isn't so good. But Darius can get crazy later on in the game. So we're going to have to wait out and see how this unfolds, because this just might be a temporary setback for now. And Infeed doing the damage there to Dynov, and Dynov able to get out before Darius able to deliver that damage right there. And I know he wants to close in on. He's walking through everyone to try and get there, and picks it up, but gets taken down by Lulu, unfortunately, before he was able to get the whole chain off. There was some CC applied to him that kept him from being able to close in, and for that reason, Lulu is going to get a quadra kill.
Quadra kill coming out from Lulu, able to pick up all the kills there, doing a great job with the synergy of keeping them all in one spot. Her Glitter Lance is just cranking across each champion, but all the revives are up for Evelynn Child Support. They are back in here. A good root on the Confidarius. I don't think he's going to get away. They have vision on him. He can't use the bush. He does get the Street Shine first, and it looks like they're going to try to turn around to come up top to get the Riven Nidoray and try and get this top windmill after getting the kill, and the easy shutdown on the Quadra killing Lulu. And Cam's to Gator. Cam's to Gator. Right, not Cam's to Tiger. But Cam's to Gator are going to be the first one to go down there with the exhaust. The dunk going down onto Swain. Dynov in a lot of trouble right now, just trying to hold this point in a double dunk. And meanwhile, Singed and Lee Sin are just poking back and forth, but Singed is kind of using his advantage of pushing the minion wave very hard. Lee Sin now, though, a lot of lifesteal. The Great Spectral Lantern doing a great job of the lifesteal there, and as soon as he's able to auto-attack those minions and stop chasing Singed, he's back to full health. They do have the quest for a 10% additional damage on everybody from the Payzone Child Support right now, but they have 130 points. They have a lot of ground to gain and hold this 3 cap.
Infeed right there, and Dynov catching each other right at the same time. There goes the airborne from Lulu right there. Infeed's health plummeting. He walks back out of the fight a little bit. He knows his job is to clean up the fight, so he doesn't necessarily want to be too in it if he can help it, but he does get taken out, unfortunately. Confidarius and Painkiller going down. Half-Hearted still alive, and it's Half-Hearted and Blueberry again. It's like the 3rd or 4th time we've seen that so far this game, where it just ends up being Swain and Annie alive, and both of them are like, well, neither one of us should try to kill the other, and then backing away from each other. In the bottom lane, Buddha Rice, that lifesteal you were talking about, man, that's all that's really keeping him going down here, because Armor has been bullying him very, very hard with the poison all game long. So it's very good that he has that, and that's what's keeping him. Blueberry! Half-Hearted can't really push that because of the tower right there, and Annie doesn't believe in minions, so she's going to take some of them out. And Half-Hearted's going to try and feed some of those to the tower here as he waits for his teammates to arrive. It looks like Infeed's Darius is going to get up here first, and nope, they're going to meet each other kind of at the same time. There's the Apprehend right there. He seems to really have it out for J4. Snaps on J4 every time he appears right there. And it looks like maybe going to go for Camstigator. Is that what's going to happen here? No, Zed picks up that kill instead, and now Dynov getting low. Darius takes him. Darius didn't get any kills there.
Darius didn't get any kills, but he did do a lot of the work there, trying to go back. Lulu just being a little brat, and stopping them with that Glitter Lance from recalling, trying to push the minions as hard as she can. She's very strong right now, rocking 11, 8, and 12. She has a Blackfire Torch for the percent health damage. And meanwhile, Buddha Rice in armor kind of going at it. The Lifesteal doing a good job. Singe just kiting as best he can, but another Sonic Wave hitting. A good work there to get over the poison. To get over the glue. A great job there. But armor would be in a lot of trouble if he tries to go back towards Infeed. There's the kick. There's the ignite. And the Resonating Strike picking up that kill. A great Lee Sin play. But meanwhile, up top, the Lee's getting caught out at very low health. They're in super low right now. They're all coming out actually on Campstigator. And Confidar is taking care of that very quickly. Not worried about the very low health Nidoray man, who will get out just barely with a Pixie and 2 bars as J4 goes down bottom to defend.
Yeah, he went down. He had to throw down that defensive garrison right there because they were able to get some minions up on that tower. Had to heal it up a little bit or it would have gone neutral. So good awareness by the team. I feel the vibe being able to send J4 down there and take care of that as Singe. Man, that Lee Sin play by Buddha Rice, that was a very, very good thing, being able to jump over the glue like that, using the Dragon Kick and the Resonating Strike combo to just get right back in on him afterward. Very, very good all around right there. But in the middle of the map now, looks like another storm is brewing right there. Dynamo barges straight into the fight because he's Jarvan and really isn't that worried about it. Lulu with the Airborne right there. Swain with a good never move. Good contain right there from the Cataclysm as well. And they just got picked apart right there. Infeed managed to pick up the kill on Lulu. Falls back towards Captain Blueberry. J4 with the triple kill. And now Blueberry takes an Airborne right there. Are we going to see another quad in this game? No, J4 is going to go down. But looks like Half-Hard might have this under control. And he just kind of lazily hops away, lazily dodges the thing, and he just doesn't care. I like the new animation.
That would be an easy kill from the dot right there on the Annie. But down bottom, even though they're going to grab the window, Painkiller has grabbed their bottom point. So bottom being won by Painkiller right now, but here comes the help. Nowhere to go with that Elise. They're actually going to let her run away as they cap this point by armor. The Storm Shield being picked up by Infeed, not the person you want to see that on. Campstigator trying to get a little bit more with the cap. The Heat-Seeking Spider is going to just slow down. Confidarius going to start working on the Refinery. Realizes that the Lulu is there, who chunks down a quarter of his health with a 2 combo. But Buddha Rice is going to jump on Nidoray Man. Have something to say about that. Another fight on a Speedtron. Blueberry half-hearted, kind of going at it. Confidarius is just too low to do much right now. Infeed getting back in there. Dynov missing up the Airborne. Confidarius getting exhausted. Half-hearted with the Lulu ultimate. And that is a great combination from Crows and Slows. Look at the damage coming down here. Buddha Rice in a lot of trouble. He will get that kill onto the Swain, but Infeed in a lot of trouble versus this J4. Misses the knock-up. Just kind of getting as many auto attacks as he can. Exhaust coming out on Blueberry. Campstigator trying to get in there and get that. Oh, Infeed staying alive a little bit longer with that health relic, but he does not have his dunk up and will die to Dynov right there. But that's just them trying to defend their 2 cap. They're not even fighting for the 3rd point right now. Hazel and Child Support has come back in the lead. They're up by over 20 points right now, and they're trying to control this game.
And they're doing a pretty good job of it. With how low the enemy's health was in that engagement, they could afford to die there and turn around and be okay afterward. You saw Annie kind of had the windmill covered. She was hanging around back over there. Infeed, though low on health, was just driving Dynov out of the fight, so they couldn't really safely recall or regroup anywhere. Down the bottom, Confidarius and Painkiller have it out for Half-Hard, and I don't know what that last hit was that did him in, but it might have still dealt a lot of damage. Zed picks up the kill down there, and they're going to get the neutral off on this because Singe doesn't have a ranged attack, unfortunately. So Painkiller is able to get that, with Confidarius stepping up to kind of get in the way a little bit, and that's just causing them to bleed points a little bit faster from their Nexus. Painkiller was going one way, but it's like, nope, that's not a good way to go. There is a Singe in the bush right there. Really wanted that health rep, but then decided against it. Unfortunately, got a little bit of volatile spiraling action down here, and they're really fighting out over this bottom point here because Philip is really going to need to stay alive in the game. However, and Hazel and Child Support, this pressure is just keeping them boxed in literally with the Cataclysm right there, but J4 does go down, unfortunately. They get Zed in the exchange. Painkiller is still slightly alive, slightly in the sky, slightly on the ground, slightly dead, slightly Spider. Darius coming in for armor right there. Tries to give him the dunk, but it does not quite work. Has to get him with a Decimate instead. and still applying pressure to the bottom tower, keeping it neutral, getting that extra Nexus damage in, and then the snare does not land. Darius is definitely susceptible to being kited, but since the snare didn't land, and he didn't have the bird on him at the time, and he was kind of able to get away here a little bit, turn around, circle, he's got the speed shrine now, coming back, is he going to keep this thing neutral still? Oh, barely! Keeping it neutral, trying to accelerate this game into ending as quick as he can.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to have what they need to get this back. Jarvan the only one to revive up. Riven might have one back. If he goes in really hard, gets somebody low, Infeed's probably going to go down here. He is getting slowed permanently by Nidoray Man. But meanwhile, up top, they're struggling to even fight within their jungle here. Confidarius and the Lee Sin getting a kill here. Singed popping Insanity Potion. Keeps landing those resonating strikes. Jumping onto him. Armor not able to really do anything against the Buderice there. Dino coming in to help out, though, and Buderice will drop to the Jarvinator as he mops up that kill right before the end of the game.
And Pei's Evelynn child support is going to take the series 2-0 this week. This brings them to 10 consecutive weeks at #1, so congratulations to Pei's Evelynn child support. I think they've actually broken the win streak now, which is pretty cool.